Hey guys, Big Rat 310s here again. Been a little while since I made a vid, but just wanted to a full vid, not a preview for another vid to see, which I could feel some subscribers feeling a bit gypped off at because of that. But anyways, I just want to say that I want to make this video because I was gonna make this video on Chikara and why I love it. Well, not actually copying Monoxide's video, but promoting Chikara, why I think people should check it out. You know, basically making a video saying there are other independent promotions besides Ring of Honor. And if you don't like Ring of Honor, if Ring of Honor does not appeal to you, that does not mean you still have to settle for WWE or TNA. Like one of my friends, Elton, on Skype told me, there are many different styles out there. Find one that best suits you. You can go to Chikara, you can go to Noah, you can go to Japan for that type of style, for the puro, hard-hitting style. You can go to Mexico for the Lucha Libre X Division style, if that's what you want. Seriously, there's so much wrestling out there, you can't just settle. But, this has been coming up a lot lately, ever since the Death Force Honor show, and I just want to get this out of the way, because I do really want to talk about this. A lot of people have been saying that Tyler Davey's the match of the year. Your opinion, I respect your opinion, and trust me, I completely understand. And let me say right now that I do not necessarily think Taker Michaels 2 is better. I have them, for those of you who see my top 10 on my list, I have number 1A as Michaels Taker's 2, and I have 1B as Tyler Davey. Because I think the matches are so different in every which way that it isn't fair to compare them. I think they are the best at what they can possibly be in their own respective categories. I put them at 1A and 1B. But I don't think Tyler Davey is better. Let me say this why. The most important thing in wrestling is storylines. As much as people hate to admit it, it's the truth. It's more important than putting on a great match. When I was a kid, and I thought wrestling was real when I was really young, I did not give three shits about the quality of the match. I bought the pay-per-views because I wanted to see my guy win. I determined if a match was very good, if I was caught up in the drama of, you know, a lot of near falls, a lot of heel domination over the face, where I thought my guy might lose and I was getting afraid, or if I thought my guy could finally win and end it and just walk out as champion and the guy would kick out, making me more scared, thinking, oh my god, now I have to sit through this rest of this match, so wondering. But the bottom line is, that's what determined a great match for me. I look back on all the matches. I can't tell you which ones I thought were good or great because I'd have to basically rewatch all the matches as a kid and in a smart mark brain tell you, you know. The Lesnar Taker Hell in a Cell when I was a kid was amazing because I was a huge, yeah. So yeah, there you go. A match like that, I would tell you that. Like that match to me was just ridiculously amazing. But for storylines, I feel they are the most important thing. That's why that's why I crap on PWG from time to time. That's why I crap on Dragon Gate. The absence of storylines, even though Dragon Gate does have this Kamikaze USA stable thing, which is going fine so far. I'll have to see the next pay-per-view to truly get a grasp on it, because that's kind of the first show when they start. But I do feel storylines are the most important. That's why Chikara is my favorite promotion. Yes, I bet you guys didn't know that. Chikara is my favorite promotion right now. Not saying it's the best, but it's definitely my favorite because each show has me hooked for the storylines. For Taker Michaels 2, I thought that build was tremendous. They started that build in December, and everyone went on YouTube and said, could they do Taker Michaels 2? Could they do it? And I will openly admit, I was like a few people that were saying, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not going to be as good as Taker Michaels 1. Don't ruin the legacy of that match. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then as the months went on, I was like, huh? And right around Elimination Chamber time, I kind of realized, you know what? Do it. I'm pumped to see it. You've been building it so long. I watch Raw each and every week. I was pumped for the build. I saw it. I loved it. I was amazed by it. WrestleMania main event. As opposed to last year's, this year's went on last. It was their big angle. Main event of WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels retires in his last match. Shawn Michaels has possibly the best match of his career. Yes, I truly do feel that. As good as I feel Michaels' angle is, Michaels' Heart, Michaels' Ramon, God, there's so many. Michaels' Jericho, which I'm a big fan of. this could possibly be the best match of his career. And I thought he went out on a high note. He probably did actually retire. It was just an amazing experience. People came on YouTube crying, tears rolling down their eyes, saying goodbye to Shawn Michaels. I remember, I'm not saying these guys cried, but I'm saying like Monoxide, Nightmare, Armin, Trademark, and many others made videos saying thank you, Shawn. I was going to make one because Shawn was my second favorite wrestler of all time. But because I have the Undertaker fat head back there, and Undertaker did beat Shawn Michaels, and as you all know, Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time, I thought it wouldn't come off that well. And I thought these guys were better because I know 100% sure these guys, Michaels is their favorite. Michaels got them into wrestling. Well, I don't know about Nightmare, but I know about the other guys. So, you know, I can understand that. And that Michaels didn't really get me into wrestling. He kind of helped me stay into it, but so that's why I did not make my thank you video. But people were really, really into that match. Tyler Davey comes around, and it's an amazing match. It's absolutely amazing blow-away match. But, you know, well, I don't want to crap on the match. I hate when people say this. I fucking hate when people say a match has been building so-and-so for 2 years. They might have teased it 2 years ago or some sort because Tyler was supposed to win the title and lose it to Davey back in early 2009, late 2008. But just because it started then doesn't mean continually throughout the 2 years it's been building then. Just because they had a little program last year with Tyler and Danielson versus the Wolves doesn't mean that was part of the build and then they just completely ignore the feud. 8 months later, they tease it again and people say, oh, they've been teasing it for 8 months. No, I really don't like when people do this. I'll give you the little interaction on HDNet. I'll give you the past few weeks where Davey was saying he wants to be world champ. But as far as the Davey-Tyler encounter itself, they had the contract signing on HDNet. I think that's it. You can make the argument that whenever Davey won another match and they chose the next world champ, I remember in the video wire, Tyler did say that he understood that Davey was coming after him, but it hadn't happened yet. He did this whole thing with Roddy, and that took up time, and they ignored Davey. And then they had the match. So really, while people have been saying it's been building for a long time, if you look at the straight build to the match, what was it? 2 weeks? For Taker Michaels, some people say that match was building for 10 years. Some say that was building for 2 years. No, it wasn't. When you look at the straight build, I say that match was building for 3 months. I do not say that just because they had a little interaction at Royal Rumble 2007 and they had their Mania match, that match had been building since 2007. I hate it. I hate it when people say that. While Tyler Davey was every good as it could possibly be, like, that match, 10 minutes before it ended, in my opinion, was still 5 stars. So really, like, there's not much more you could have done. They did every single thing they could possibly do to make a match awesome. In the ring, yes, but like I said, they didn't have the story. They didn't have as good storytelling. They didn't have the good storyline. They didn't have the Shawn Michaels retirement. They didn't have the WrestleMania appearance. They didn't have the WrestleMania main event caliber feel. And you know, as much as I love Tyler Davey, they did not have that. They did everything they could possibly do in the ring, but they had barely any of the other stuff. And to me, like, while the match is great, I'm not going to remember every little spot in that match. I'm going to forget about it within a week. I'm going to forget. I'm going to remember that match is awesome, but I'm not going to remember all the moves they did. What kind of an impression does that leave on me? I'll remember some really cool ones. I won't remember spot by spot. Taker Michaels, I can tell you almost, not verbatim, but I remember almost everything that happened in that match. I do know that very quickly into the match, they went straight into their signature moves. Taker does the tombstone on the outside, the moonsault on the outside, the tombstone in the ring, the jumping tombstone, the multiple super kicks, the toss into the stairs, the old school that Taker did that Michaels got out of. Very quickly into that match gets started. That match left a much bigger impression on me. I will remember this match for a long time. While I will remember how great of a match Tyler Davey was, I will not remember specifically all the great things that happened during Tyler Davey. And I love the match. Like I said, I put it as 1B. I don't know if Sanders is going to let me do this. When I send him my top 5 list, I'm hoping he will accept Taker Michaels and Tyler Davey as both of my number ones and give them both the same amount of points. If he's not, fine. And I don't mean to crap on Tyler Davey. I do love the match. But when facts comes to facts, Taker Michaels it gives you more of a wrestling fan. As a wrestling fan, it leaves you with more on the table. And that's why I think it's almost, I'm not going to say it's almost by far better, but it is better. I do feel it's better. I do put them in the same category because, like I said, they're both completely different matches. Completely different. But I don't think that Tyler Davey, just because they had a great match, as great of a match can be amazing. That match could have been 60 minutes. As amazing as it's been, I still don't think it would have beaten Taker Michaels, no matter what. Just because you can't beat that impression it leaves on you. Okay, that's my video for today. I finished Starcade finally. I'm watching the Shawn Michaels DVD. That's kind of probably what got me to make this video. And I got quick shows I want to show you guys. I got this Chikara. I don't know if they're still having it. Spend over $50, you get 30% off. Great deal. AAW 6th Anniversary Show. And the 2 Jack of All Trios tournaments from AIW, which is a tournament where the winner got to fight in King of Trios. Small mark video. Click on the sale. I'm Big 10. That's my video. I'm out. See ya.